Okay, we're back and we are going to look at the third item in this set. The first one, remember, we did is the line types. Then we did the letter E. And now we're looking at this one here. So, if we look at this clearly and logically, we can see that if we draw from here to here, 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 and if we just draw this part, all we have to do is mirror and it duplicates this part. Okay, so let's see how we can do it. Once again, I'm not going to do the exact dimensions here because that's for you to do. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Let's start off first by going to Home, and we are going to use a magenta line, which is fine. Let's go ahead and use blue. I like the blue. So let's say we're going to draw here. We're going to draw all the way across. Okay, let's look at how wide it is across. And we can see that it is 5 inches. So let's go ahead and let's draw it 5 inches. Okay, so now we've got our 5 inches. We know it's this wide. Okay, so let's look at the next one. And we can see here that if we draw from here to here, let's see what the size of that is. Okay, and we know if from here to here is 3. We know that from here to here is 3, so that's 6. So from here to here must be 2. Okay, so now we're going to start another line here. We're going to go up 2 inches. Okay, now we can copy this line here. We can tell it at the end point and take it to this end point. Now we know for sure that this spacing here is 2. But when we look at our drawing, we know that it's going to go in. What we've done was the distance from here to here. Okay, so we're drawing this arrow right here. Now, then if we look at it and we want to concentrate on this area here, we would have to look at it and say, what's the distance from here to here? Well, we're not really sure, but we do know for one thing, we can come over here and we can create a line from the midpoint here all the way down. So we know that this midpoint is going to be the midpoint here. Okay? So we will zoom out. We will stretch. We will do the stretch command. I will use it up here for you. And we want to basically stretch this end, and we will pull it out all the way to here. And we want to stretch this end to here, and we're going to pull it all the way up to here. Okay, so now we're looking at our degree here. Okay, so if we wanted to do a 45 degree, we could come in here and we could say, well, we want to do a line, put it here, and we want it to be at a 45. Okay, so now we know that that is a 45 degree angle. So now we know that we've got this piece from here to here to here. Okay, so we're looking at it, we're going, So now what we need to do is do the same on the other side. But couldn't we just come over here and do mirror and mirror this based on here, and we could mirror it like so. Okay, and then we can look here and let's go look at another dimension. and we are going to see what the dimension is here. So we know this is a 1-inch dimension. So if this is a 1-inch dimension, we know that if we draw a line that is 1 inches from here, and we do 1 inch, we know that that's our line. Okay? Now we can come over here, and we just drew this line here, which will be the same as this line over here. So we could take this and we could pop it in here, right? Or we can look and see the whole dimension of the whole thing from tip to tip. Then we can determine that this is 3. So from here to this piece is 3. So now what we can do is we can come over here and we could do copy this. We want to move it this way, 3 inches. Okay. Now we know from here to here is 3 inches. And now let's look and see the length of the whole thing. And we can see that this right here is basically the same as this right here. We could do line here to 1 inch. Okay. Now we can do a move this one to here. And now we know that we can take this and kind of do a little shortcut. Grab here, grab the end, put it at the intersection, erase this one. We have it there. Now we can erase this one. We can mirror this one, this intersection here, place it. We can use the trim, and we can say trim from here, this one, and this one, and now we can erase this one. And so now we have our triangle there. We will go ahead and just draw this line here. So now if we could come over here, we know we have this triangle exact right here. Okay? Now we need to know the distance from here to here. Okay? And so if the distance from here to here is 3, here to here is 3, and it's 8, so that must be 2. So now, what we are going to do is do a copy. Sorry, we're going to do a copy. Copy this. Copy that. Copy that. Actually, we just want to copy one thing. Okay, I'll use this command. We're going to copy this. We want to put it right here. And we want to move it this way, 2 inches. Okay, so now we know that our lines are right here. Okay, so now if we wanted to, we can trim this. Okay, trim it here too. Now we could do a mirror. Grab this, grab this, grab that. We can mirror to the midpoint, this, and then we can go ahead and pop it there. Okay. Now we know we have 2 lines here, right? So we're going to erase one of them. Okay. So now we have this. So we have that part. Now let's look a little bit higher up. And we know that this is 2 inches. But do we know the distance from here to here? Well, let's look at it. So if this is 5 total, okay, and we know that this is exactly 1 inch, okay, so how much is it from here to here? We have exactly 1 inch. So, because we have 1 inch, what we can do is do copy this from here over to here, 1 inch, and we can copy this from here, and we are going to do it here, 1 inch, and now we can erase this part, and we can use our trim to trim from here to here. Or do we want to use the trim? Perhaps we want to use the break first. Okay, we want to break here, and we want to type near, and then we want to do it again here, and we want to type near, and now we're at the liberty to trim. So now we want to trim from here. We want to trim this one, and this one. And we want to trim this one, here, and here. So now we have this exact item. Okay? Now, we can dimension it if we want. We can come over, do annotate, and we can come over and do our dimension from here to here. We can pull it out. We can do our dimension from, our dimension from here to here. And we can pull it out, just like they did. Okay. We can do our dimension from here to here, pull it out, and we can do our dimension from here to here, pull it out. Do we need any other dimensions? Yes, we do. It would be nice if we had a dimension that went from here to there. So let's undo that one. I don't like the way it looked. So let's go ahead and do from here to here, and we will pull it out. Well, not exactly. I don't like that either. Okay, so let's go from here. Let's go here to here, and let's pull it out. Just there. Now we're too far. Clicked the wrong spot. My hand's faster than my brain at this point. So then we'll do near. And we'll do it like that. Okay, so now, can we decipher what's what? Well, maybe this dimension over here isn't quite what we want. Okay, maybe we say, you know what? Let's erase him because we're bound to be able to figure that out. Okay, so what if we were to take a dimension from here? Let's go ahead and dimension there. So let's go back the other way. Let's dimension from here to here. And then remember, we can come over here and do this and carry it all the way to here. And there we go. So now there's no guessing games out of it. Okay? Now we can also do a dimension, a type of dimension. Let's do the angular dimension, which will be from here to here. Okay. So let's go ahead and do the angular dimension. So we pop it in there. Come on, give us an angular dimension in there. Now we can pop it in there, and there we go. And it is, as you can see, just like here, a 45. Okay? And that is the third drawing on this set.